Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football here at the Mineral Wells 7-on-7 state qualifier tournament. I'm here with the head coach of the Mineral Wells Rams and our host today, Coach Cody Worrell. Coach, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us on what is going to be a very busy day for you.
Yeah, no doubt. It's already been busy this morning, so yeah, keep it going. It's kind of like a track meet. Once you get all the preparation done, it runs itself. So.
Yeah, but you got other plans this afternoon as the Mineral Wells Rams baseball team is playing in the regional final series just down the road at Graham. Before we get into football, how excited is the community about the success of the baseball team playing in a regional final and getting to play hopefully 2 games today? Not far from you guys.
Man, they are so excited. The entire community is just kind of rallied behind that team, and they had a send off for the boys last Thursday, and man, they're just fired up. It's the first time since 1958 they've been in the regional finals, and man, it's just exciting time. We expect the whole town to be there this afternoon in Graham, Texas, so it'll be fun.
Now, so you're not coaching baseball, but obviously you're a little invested. So how are you? Are you hanging on every pitch? Are you on pins and needles? Or are you relaxed?
It's funny because in baseball, I'm just kind of the guy that's Mr. Positive about everything, and so I kind of relax and try to tell the guys and the coaches and fans, whoever's standing beside me, that we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right, but I'm complete opposite than I am in a football game. So
okay, wound a little tight during a football game.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, now last year you guys had a good year, got into the playoffs, had some success. I know you're hoping to duplicate that success in 2025. How was the off season, and kind of what were the focuses that you coaching staff had with your kids losing a good senior class that included a Division I signee?
It was the spring went great, man. Our coaches did a phenomenal job of heading that up and getting those kids ready. And man, our kids are still hungry. They're ready to take that next step, and that was kind of the big process for us going into the off season. And man, the biggest challenge for us personally, like for our family, was our skill. We got a lot of battles going on in skill positions, whether it's quarterback, receiver, running back, a few spots on defense. The kids are just hungry. Got a new defensive coordinator coming in. Keith Wood brings a lot of knowledge. Used to be the head football coach at Heiko years ago, and came from Alito and then Brock, and we're
good programs there.
Yeah. We're super excited to bring him in and have his knowledge, and our kids have really really adapted to him as well.
When you have position battles, and especially in a small school, because kids are doing other sports, getting here and being a part of summer strength and conditioning 7-on-7, and that attendance is important. But I guess when you have a position battle, and there's positions that can be won or lost based on how hard you work in the summer, there's that little carrot you can dangle out for those kids to come in and kind of put in that work in the summer to try to grab that spot.
No doubt. I mean, our kids have done it. The past 2 summers they've done a phenomenal job of showing up. Our high school or our I should say our older kids have about 90 to 95% attendance as a group, and so we but no doubt if you're not here during the summer, it's going to be hard for you to win one of those battles. Come the fall. So
and then I think last year you guys had some success in 7-on-7. You were able to qualify for the state tournament. I think you got all the way to the quarterfinals. Down there in College Station. Some guys have different opinions on that. What's your take? Do you feel like that momentum, that positive momentum you had, kind of carried over into the fall?
No doubt. That was huge for us. And I know it's not real football, but we're competing, and our guys, anytime that we can go out there and compete, that's benefiting us. And so, and the success that we brought with that at College Station down there, getting in the Final 8, and it was huge. It was huge for us going into the fall. Got the community excited, got the fans excited, and so. We expect to kind of do the same thing this year.
Now, looking ahead to 2025, what are some areas where you mentioned you got some young skill?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you're a little more experienced in the trenches this year.
We are.
Is that where you're feeling good about?
Well, yeah. No, we return a lot of. We lost a couple of offensive linemen, defensive linemen, but we return the majority of our guys, and that's kind of the heart and soul of our team going into this year. A couple of those kids were just sophomores last year, so we're excited about what they have, here and in the future.
All right. Now, final question for you. You got a tough field. You didn't back out. You loaded the tournament up with some good teams.
Yes, sir.
I know Dumas is here from the Panhandle. They were the state 7-on-7 runner-ups last year. You got Stephenville here. It's a loaded tournament. What do you want to see out of your guys when they're competing today?
Man, it's our first tournament of the year. I just want to see them, playing with great effort. and competing, just like you said, competing and playing with great effort, and thinking about the next play when something bad goes wrong. That's the main thing that I want to see.
All right, final question for you, Greg Tepper, who is a noted fan of Mineral Wells. Tells me to tell you hello. So next time Tepper comes to town, where are you sending him to eat?
I'm sending him to Hickey's Dairy Queen. On North Oak Dairy Queen, man. He's gonna really enjoy that.
I will second that recommendation, Tepper. The Hickey's DQ is the place to go. Trust me. There he is, Coach Cody Worrell, the head coach of the Mineral Wells Rams. Coach, appreciate you what you do for student athletes.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks for
Coach.
you too.
Appreciate it.